Well, hello again. I wasn't planning on getting a video out before Christmas, but I've had a few people message me and say, where are you? We haven't had a video from you. What are you doing? What's going on? So I'm up at the family place for Christmas. You want a video, so let's do a quick video, possibly the last one for 2024. There's the shed. There's the things I'm about to do some work on. So let's do another one. Welcome to another episode of Steve Stuff. So while I'm here, there's a couple of things I want to do. That's my EH there, my 63 EH wagon. I know there'll be Aussies saying, oh, 63 was EJ, 64 was EH. That's a late build, 1963 EH station wagon. I've got the rear wheel off because it had a puncture, so it's been in and been fixed. I'm going to put that back on while I've got those rear wheels off. I'll take the other side off, going to give that all a good fish oil because the shed floor is not concrete, it's just dirt with gravel. So that's one of the jobs I want to do. There, behind the EH, you can just see the FJ. It needs some work done, including rebuilding the carby. It's also got filthy fuel in it. We're either gonna drop the tank or just drain the tank and get some fresh fuel in that and get it running properly. Some other parts I ordered and got sent up here so I can work on them while I'm here. This is supposedly an FXFJ sun visor that I will put on the sedan that I'm doing up as a taxi. It doesn't come with any brackets. I've got to make brackets up for it and everything. So they're just the two bits that I've got, and I want to try and make up brackets. This one is one that I've got for the FX Ute that's in the shed. I painted that years ago, and it's just been sitting in the shed, and it's going to need reworking. But I'm just trying to make sure this is possibly for an FE. It kind of fits this. But if it's wrong, we're going to modify it, and I've got to make some brackets. You can see over here that the FJ has a proper one. It's got all the same bracketry as that other one I just showed you. So that's correct. And I want to turn those two into the same. Now this is my 1959 Caravan, which I showed you in the last video. I painted up to match the FJ. Now, it's been sitting here in this carport for years and years and years, as I guessed the tyres need pumping up. The cover's all in tatters. I've bought a new cover. You can see it's all, the wind's just ruined it all. So, what? It's Christmas, shush. That's all got to be replaced. But what I want to do while I'm home is pull this out, air the tyres up, pull this out to where I can work on it and get inside, put a ceiling on it, clean it up, fix up the back, because the back I don't like. I showed you that's got that toolbox on it and those awful lights. There's the new cover. You British guys will have heard of Holden in the UK, the old car specialists. I have used Holden before. They are very good and they are super fast with their freight. So I bought a set of these. They're like Morris Minor lights, but they're flat based, so I don't have to drill a hole that will accept the globe holder. This will just go flat. I did the same with my blue FJ down there. I bought the same lenses from Holden in the UK. So I've got a set for the Caravan for each side. So brake, tail, and you can't see them because they're in their wrapping, but that's an amber. That'll make the Caravan look a little bit more period. So that's a job for while I'm here. What you see here is, this is the rear seat back out of the Merlin, the sideways seat right behind the driver. It's got sun damage, as you can see, just looks a bit manky. I'm going to recover that while I'm here. And yeah, there's the new Caravan cover. In here is the ute that you heard me speak of before. My grandfather gave me this when I was 15. It's been sitting here waiting for me to retire. I've been slowly buying parts. You can see in there, I've got parts everywhere, parts at the back, body panels, things, roof rack, and this is the vehicle that sun visor that I showed you a moment ago is going on to. And under this cover is the FX48 that I'm playing with. I'm going to taxify it somehow. You can see I've been fiddling around with paint colours. That's the grille. That's the best grille I could find. That bumper needs rechroming. So this is the one that I want to try and get out of the shed. My friend Scott might be coming to visit. If he does, we'll have a go at this. That tyre needs to be taken off and another wheel put on that. It's very tight in this shed where this car is. You can see. So this will be a bit of a job, but if we can at least get a wheel on that, get the drums free and drag this out so that we can then push it back in when we need to. So they're the jobs that I want to try and get done. I'm here for 3 weeks. Let's see how we go. So this car, it's a bit rough these days. I bought this, geez, in about 2008, I think 2009. It was just a shell. I bought it with a bunch of parts, dragged it back to my house and put it back together. I painted it. You can see I did a terrible job. It's all starting to, that's just coming off. That's from having car covers on like that in an open shed. The friction just wears it off, but also this car's full of bog. I need to get an entirely new door for this. The wagon door is different to the sedan door. They are hard to find. You can see that door there doesn't align properly. This was never going to be a show car. It was always just something for me to drive around in. You can see there the paint's all coming off. There's a bit of rust in the back, but let me just show you around it. She's just a nice old wagon. It's got a 149 in it that's manual. The engine is a little tired. It's a little smoky, but it's given me the least amount of trouble of all my cars. It starts almost first time, even after 3 months of sitting in the shed when I come back from Sydney. All I got to do is put a bit of charge in the battery and it turns over, runs really well. The interior is absolutely lovely. As you can see, all very original. I got really lucky with the back seat. The back seat had a cover on it and I picked the cover off and it's like brand new. So that's my EH. It'll get resprayed eventually. It'll get some TLC eventually, but for now, it's not a bad old driver. Let's get this rear wheel on and then I'll take the other side off and fish oil all that as well. Mosquitoes, bloody things. Ow. Ow. Line that up with the valve. There we go. While I got the jack up and the rear up, I'll take this wheel off and just give everything underneath it a fish oil. Oh, whoever invented these things needs a good kiss on the lips. Oh, I lost one there. Don't do them too tight that they won't come off. Happened on the laser. Someone had rattle gunned them on so tight that we actually had to destroy 3 of the 4 nuts just to get the wheel off. Should have washed them, shouldn't I? Anyway, I'll probably give this car a wash while I'm up here. And that's job 1 done, of many to come. So they're the jobs. Oh, by the way, my first couple of days holiday I've discovered and I've started binging Yellowstone. So I got a hat. I'm trying to channel Kevin Costner, but I think I'm pulling off more Alan Jackson vibes. And also I got an S. All I need now is another one for stuff and we'll be okay. Anyway, so they're the jobs I want to get done. As I said, I've got 3 weeks here before I have to go back to Sydney. I want to do some relaxing. We've got Christmas and New Year in between everything, but I do want to try and get as many of those jobs done as I can. It may all just come out in one video, or it may come out in a couple of small ones. I'll see how I go. But for those people who reached out and said, where are you? We want more videos. I do appreciate it. So hopefully you enjoyed this little one. And I guess it's time to actually hold that thought. I guess it's time to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year. And I'll see you next time. Oh, don't forget, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time on Steve Stuff. Merry Christmas.